Hello, and welcome to the Pumpkin Spice Girls podcast, episode 2. I'm Grace.
I'm Skylar.
I'm Jonathan.
And
we're the Pumpkin Spice Girls.
We're back, and we're excited. The day we're recording this is the day we're putting our first episode out. So, hello, people in the future. I hope you enjoyed our podcast enough that you, came back and enjoyed it. How are you guys?
We're back and you can't stop us.
Yeah, fight me.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Well, we have a couple of very interesting and in-depth topics today, so let's get started. And I just want to say it is currently snowing outside.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay!
No.
No.
Yeah, I love the snow.
It's cold.
It's beautiful.
And bitter.
It's great for taking photo shoots.
It's supposed to snow tonight.
Yay.
Yeah, so Nebraska has exactly 2 types of weather currently. Either it is, Rio or the frozen tundra.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically it. So, if you don't know what Nebraska weather is like, it's very strange. It was snowing on Halloween this year, and then...
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then there was, a week where it was, 40 degrees.
Mm-hmm. And it's okay, Nebraska, you need to shape up. And then, the next week, it was freezing. And it's okay, when I asked for a little bit cooler weather, I didn't mean Canada.
Yeah, it went from, 40 degrees one day to 6 inches of snow the next.
How that works is that basically the ocean works as a big heat sink, as in it will absorb heat and keep the temperature at a steady rate. So that's why places like California, the temperature doesn't change too much. But when you're in Nebraska, which is the furthest away from the ocean as you can humanly get, then the weather just randomly fluctuates because there's no water to keep it steady.
What he said. It's very cold in the winter and then very hot in the summer. And then Nebraska's flat. There really aren't any mountains. There's hills, but not really mountains. So it's windy all the time. So if you pair bitter cold, it was I think the
minus 13 or something.
The low yesterday, I think, was -1. If you pair that with really strong wind that nothing is hindering it because everything is so flat here, it's very cold. And then...
It's so flat, there's no cliffs for me to jump off.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you can find one if you try hard enough.
You could do anything if you try hard enough.
Anything you put your mind to.
Killing yourself.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You worry me sometimes.
What?
So that was that.
Let's stay on the topic. Snow's pretty weird, I guess. Also, exhaust fumes from cars gets into the atmosphere and stuff. So the snow has exhaust fumes in it.
Great.
Okay.
So that's why you shouldn't eat it.
I used to eat snow all the time when I was
My parents' rule. I grew up in Virginia mostly, and my parents' rule was you couldn't eat the snow off the ground. You had to eat it off plants.
What?
So I would eat the snow off the bushes in our front yard, but I wasn't allowed to eat it off the ground.
I didn't follow that rule.
I'm just imagining a child Grace picking up a plant with snow on it and just eating the whole thing.
I know. I wouldn't even pick up the plant. I would just put my face down to the bush and eat the snow off of it.
Just lick the snow off the bush.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, for me, is that I didn't expect the snow to melt in my mouth. So I was like, okay, delicious snow. This is going to be awesome. Why is it water now? This isn't what I asked for.
This isn't what I asked for.
I just want to just drink water.
Let me talk to your manager. The snow melted.
Okay, God, I know you're busy, but make it so snow doesn't melt in my mouth. I want to enjoy this.
Then it would just be a cold forever.
I think my brother just was eating a bowl of snow last night. I came home, I had a thing at church, and I came home, and Gabe was sitting in the kitchen with a small bowl of snow and was eating it with a spoon. I'm not sure exactly what that was.
10 out of 10, great idea.
Not enough cabbage.
Yeah, I have strange siblings.
That makes 2 of us.
Skylar can't say anything mean about her sibling because he's in the room with us.
Yeah. Hey, Chase.
Hi.
Do
There we go.
we want to move on or?
Yes.
It's only been like 5 minutes.
So that's how much longer can we carry this out?
I feel like
The next is a fairly long topic, at least
Okay,
on
well.
my end.
So, this segment is going to be a little bit graphic.
Ooh.
So if you don't like hearing about terrible injury stories or squeamish,
This is not the podcast for you.
Here comes my favorite part.
oh boy. So I have an interesting story to tell, and hopefully my mom doesn't get mad at me for telling this story. My mom and my 2 youngest brothers, who are 4 and 6 months, are currently, at the time of this recording, in California. They're out there visiting my great-grandparents. And they left on Wednesday, and that evening, I had come home from dance, and I took a shower, and I stepped out of the shower, and Jake comes up to me, he's like, yeah, Will just lost a piece of his finger. And Will's the 4-year-old. And it's like, how did that happen? So, I guess what happened was he was playing with a table, like he was hanging off of it and swinging off of a table when my mom wasn't looking. And it fell on him. And it bruised so this is all on his right hand, which is his dominant hand. It bruised his ring finger. It cut open his middle finger, like on the top. Like if you're looking at your hand and not the palm side, that's the part of the finger that got cut open. So that had a bunch of stitches in it. And then, because a piece of his finger had come off, I guess the surgeon just took from the bottom of the fingernail up off of his finger. So he does not have the tip of his finger anymore from the bottom of his fingernail up. And we haven't told him yet that he has a piece of his finger missing.
Does he think it's gonna
hilarious.
grow back?
No, because we haven't told him that it's missing yet.
So he thinks
How
he
did
has
he not know this?
Because he was probably, I don't know what happened. They're in California. I'm hearing everything from my dad. So we've FaceTimed with him. Other than that, he's been enjoying the trip because he got In-N-Out burgers, which our entire family loves, but are only down in the Southwest. And he saw the ocean for the first time, and he's seen palm trees. I think they went to the aquarium yesterday, and not yesterday, but 2 days ago, he saw penguins at the aquarium.
penguins.
Yes, but now he has a giant mitt on his right hand because the piece of his finger is gone in the stitches. So, it kind of looks like a sock puppet, and the first time I saw it, it's dude, you need to put googly eyes on that right now.
So, are you going to not tell him until he takes it off? So he's like, where'd my finger go?
I'm not in charge of when we're gonna tell him. Mom will probably tell him. He has an appointment with children's surgeon, I think, on Monday. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
That's not gonna be
I
a
just
fun
imagined-
reaction.
I imagine the scene where Will takes it off and the entire family's like, ha, get pranked. Thought you had your finger.
Oh
You
no.
That's
don't.
horrible.
So then I was thinking about, because I know the actor John Rhys Davies has part of his finger missing, so it's Gimli had part of his finger missing. It's Orlando Bloom's birthday today. He's
Oh, wow.
41. I'm sorry for the random topic change, but Lord of the Rings reminded it. Orlando Bloom is 41. I don't know how I feel about that.
Is Will getting a prosthetic finger?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But that was that gruesome story.
That just sounds like a fun thing to tell your friends. Hey, don't have a finger.
Yo, what up?
So
Just go on the group
I
chat.
thought
Hey, guess what
this
happened?
was a good idea
Gets finger cut
to
off. First thing does, group chat. You'll never imagine what just happened.
That's pretty much my life.
So I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about some of the terrible injuries we've had or we have heard of. Do you guys? I have another story, but since I've been talking for a while, do you guys have a story you want to share?
Oh, I'll
For like
go.
3 minutes.
Hey, so this is the only time I've ever been to the hospital. Wow. And then,
Wow.
Wow. And then, so basically, I was at the zoo with my brother, and we were walking around in like the little desert exhibit they have. And we also happened to be babysitting this day. This kid was like 7, innocent, and like we scarred him for life. But
Yay.
then, so we were walking around, and there was this cactus. So then there was a petrified stump like right by the cactus that you can sit on. And then, so of course my brother Chase runs over and he wants to sit on the petrified stump. But then I wanted to sit on the petrified stump.
Nice.
So I go over and I start having a shoving match with him, trying
Oh,
to
no.
get him off of the petrified stump because I wanted to sit there. And then, so I just like pushed him over enough so that I could also sit down. But then he was like, no, I don't want you on here. And he shoved me off of the stump and I fell onto a cactus. And then,
Nice.
so I'm just like laying here in the desert dome. I was probably like 9, crying my eyes out. This kid that we're babysitting is traumatized. And then, like, my mom's yelling at both of us because we were fighting. And then, so we're like, we just need to get out of the zoo, like, as fast as we can. And then, so I'm like, oh, my leg hurts. Why does my leg hurt? So then I pull up my pant leg, and I have, like, a huge cactus thorn stuck in my leg.
Nice.
And the type of cactus that I fell on was, like, one where it has, like, little burrows attached to the end
Ooh, dang.
of each cactus thorn. And so they were like, so we called the little medic people at the zoo.
The
Very
little
small.
medic people.
I
Well,
just imagine a bunch of monkeys in suits.
no, it was like a dude. And then so we
Just a
called
normal dude.
we called a medical person, and then I was at the little first aid room, and then he's like, okay, so we're worried that there's like a burrow underneath the skin, so they couldn't just pull it out because otherwise it would just get stuck like in my leg. So then he was like, oh, I know how to remove this, but it's not going to be pretty, so you need to go to the hospital. So then
Right, yeah, that's exactly
so
what
then,
you
well,
wanna
we
hear.
still have this kid with that we're babysitting. We get in the car, go to the hospital, and then I had to wait for like 3 hours. And then, so we get in, and they're like, oh, well, we have to cut it out. So then they had to like cut open my leg and take it out. And then it ended up like there wasn't even a burrow underneath.
Nice.
And like it was just stuck because it went into my leg and then it like weaved itself under my skin and came back up in a different area. And then, so it was just,
Yeah, that sounds like a
we
great
traumatized the
experience.
kid we were babysitting, and like he still refuses to go to the zoo now.
Well, I feel like he grows up to be like a serial killer.
Yeah, he's, like,
that
terrified
kills
of the
people with
zoo.
like cactus thorns.
Yeah,
With actual
Yeah.
burrows, so like they go to the hospital for
yeah.
a good reason. Yeah, that sounds horrifying.
Yeah.
Jonathan, your turn.
Do seizures count?
Sure.
I don't
would
actually
say
remember.
so.
Actually, I don't remember it. I was just told, yo, you got ear infection that was really bad, so you had a seizure. That's probably why I couldn't remember it. But basically, for most of my entire life, due to being adopted, I got this huge like ear infection thing, which messed up my hearing. So I now have like ringing in my ears constantly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like.
Sounds so aggravating.
Yeah, it is. It's like I'm in just a quiet room. It's this constant barrage. Though one time I got hit in the head really hard, and the ringing stopped for a while, so that was nice.
I just repeatedly hit myself in the head.
Just constantly.
Constantly. It's like Jonathan shows up.
Hey, dude,
With,
you want
like,
to
a
give me a
bunch of bruises.
concussion?
I remember the. Hey, could you give me a concussion,
Hey,
please?
can you smack me in the head, please?
There's this one actor who got like ringing in his right ear, I think, or his left, whatever. But he almost like killed himself. And I'm like, well, I got ringing in both my ears, and I haven't killed myself yet.
Well, that's always
So you're a better human than that guy.
No.
Or maybe he just has more tolerance for the ringing.
Okay, off topic, but I just realized we're recording in Skylar's room, and she has a Disney Princess trash can.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's like a little girl's Disney Princess trash can.
I've had it since I was like 5, and I just haven't gotten anyone.
That's
I was
amazing.
gonna paint it, but
But why
I
would you?
forgot.
It's a masterpiece. Like, why would you ever
No,
want to
I'm
paint
painting
over
that
it?
thing.
All right, my turn. I have a great horror story. It's about my finger. So
I think that seems to be a
There
reoccurring
seems,
thing in your
yeah,
family.
there's a thing with
yeah,
your family
there's
and fingers.
and then I think. I mean, I don't know if it was. I know my dad for sure. My dad had a lot of injuries when he was a kid. I know for sure he broke his wrist like twice. I'm not sure about fingers. So when I was 11 or 12, I can't remember exactly. I went over to my friend's house and she had a trampoline. And we were bouncing on a trampoline and we were doing synchronized seat drops. And she landed on my left hand. And I looked at it and it was kind of looked funny. And I was like, it kind of looks like it's broken. And I'm like, no, we're all right. So I was wearing a dress with pockets. So I stuck my hand in my pocket.
Those
and
are the best kind of dresses.
I miss that
Yeah,
dress.
they are.
I have pockets in my sweatpants right now. Sorry, off topic. And I kept bouncing on her trampoline for another half an hour. I stayed at her house for another hour. Her grandma was there and she gave me an ice pack, so we were playing video games in her basement, and I had an ice pack on my hand. So it was a Friday in Lent, and I'm Catholic, so my mom decided to try and make homemade fish sticks. So I come home and the smoke alarm is going off because her fish sticks hadn't turned out so great. And so I was going around the house opening windows with my finger that still hurt a lot. So we finally sit down to dinner, and it's like, oh yes, this happened at Emily's house. And then I like lifted my finger up from my hand up from under the table, and my parents looked at each other and was like, yeah, I'll take her to the emergency room. So not only was my finger broken, it was broken all the way through.
Oh.
And twisted inside, like
Ew.
the bone was twisted. So,
You just didn't know
That's so gross.
yeah, so I had to have surgery, and they put me under for just so that like they could like put the bone back accurately. And like I had pins in my finger, and I still have the pins. They're hanging up on my bulletin board.
Yeah.
Wow.
Along with my bracelet from that. And
That's not at all creepy.
yeah, and like you could see it when I got the like initial, it wasn't a cast exactly, it was a splint, but like it was like all around my my pinky, my ring finger, which is the one that I broke, and my middle finger. So like it was only my index finger and thumb that were out of the splint. And
So you were like permanently just making the little Star Trek symbol.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird how pain can get to a certain point where you don't really
I can't-
feel it anymore, but you just feel kind of weird, like you feel the blood
Yeah,
coming out.
so then when initially I got that cast, I say cast, it was a splint off, like and I saw my finger for the first time, like the stitches were bloody. It was like,
Ew.
I got really lightheaded sitting in the room because like it was just so gross.
This is making my finger hurt.
And like so then I put another splint on it, and it was kind of like just buddy taped my ring finger to my pinky finger. And so when I could take off the splint sometimes when I'm just like at home resting so that my hand could air out. You could like see the pins poking out either side of my finger.
Ew.
And then the numbing shots I had in my hand to take the pins out were probably the most painful thing in my life I've ever experienced. I don't like shots now because of the numbing shots I had to get in my hand. And yeah, so and then now like you can't see, but like I can't get my finger to go up as far as I can on my right hand. Like it's just, and it's kind of ugly, and you can still see the scar where the stitches were. So yeah.
Oh.
Ew, why did you look up cut off fingers?
Why? Okay.
Injuries.
Jonathan
Can you not?
Google imaged.
Finger injuries.
Gee, oh no.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Can you not?
Fine.
There was a thing I think like Jimmy Fallon had or something where he tripped and his wedding ring got caught on a counter and it like ripped all his skin off of that finger.
Ooh.
I don't like
talking about this anymore.
Yeah.
Next topic.
That's enough of that. Let's move
Okay.
on.
So let me tell you about Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
Now, Logan Paul, let me just, disclaimer, Logan Paul is a piece of trash. I hate him.
Logan Paul is a Viner made YouTuber.
Yeah.
I don't think
If-
he
in
needs
case you don't know
introduction.
who
You
he
may be
is.
familiar with his brother Jake Paul, who sings "It's Everyday, Bro."
Oh boy.
So, basically, there's this forest in Japan, and it's called Suicide Forest,
Mm-hmm.
and it's where a lot of people go
To kill
when-
themselves.
to commit suicide, and like. So, like, exploring videos at this forest have been very popular. I've watched many of them, but
I think there's a couple movies made based off of it.
yeah, there's a movie called The Forest about it. And then, so basically, Logan Paul makes this video going to explore this forest. And in this video, he shows a dead body that they find hanging from a tree. And then he continues to make jokes about the fact that they found a dead body while wearing a SpongeBob hat, which is a little
No,
questionable.
it was a Toy Story one.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually seen the video. I just know about the controversy.
I think it was removed before I watched it, but it's like
Yeah.
he's gotten
So
himself
then-
into a bit of a situation.
Since then he has removed the video, like Skylar said. He's issued 2 apologies. One of which he ended by self-promoting himself.
Oh.
So, here's the thing. YouTube is a very big part of a lot of our lives right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much like 90% of it.
yeah,
People make livings off of YouTube. Like it's a career you can have. The YouTube algorithm has changed quite a bit, and basically what I'm about to say, I learned from the game theorists. So all props go to MatPat. I'm kind of plagiarizing, but basically, what gets a lot of views, YouTube thinks, oh, this is a big thing, we should spread it everywhere. Also, like, if it gets a lot of media coverage off of YouTube, like all the controversy happened like on different news sites, YouTube says, oh, this must be a good video, we should spread it. Jonathan's raising his hand.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm homeschooling. I would like to talk about algorithms because we call it the YouTube algorithm. Yet most people don't know what an algorithm is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, say you're making AI that needs to distinguish pictures of 3s and Bs from each other for whatever reason. But as humans, we're not at the point where we can program AI that's complicated enough to, make AI that can do that. So what we do is that we make AIs that basically test the robots and make the robots randomly. So basically say there's BuilderBot who builds millions of tested bots. And then TeacherBot will test each one of them randomly. And basically they'll keep doing this over and over until the numbers get higher and higher until it can distinguish Bs from 3s. But the problem in lies is that you don't know how the algorithm works because you weren't the one who programmed it. So basically the YouTube algorithm is constantly being adjusted by AI and certain people putting in certain numbers, but no one at YouTube or at Google or wherever knows actually how it works or what it's thinking. So it's like Skynet levels of creepiness and weirdness.
Since then, YouTube has issued a tweet, which probably wasn't the best thing for YouTube to do, considering Twitter, where it's saying, like, it kind of apologized and said, we understand that this affects all of the creators. That kind of makes sense in the way that the way the algorithm works, it's easier for something that's controversial to become big, to get views, to get subscribers. And if you look at the chart of Logan Paul's channel after he released the video and like all the controversy happened. He actually started to get more views and subscribers after that happened. YouTube said in the tweet that I mentioned before that they're going to try to fix it so that this behavior is not encouraged, because the way their algorithm works right now is anything controversial, anything that's stupid or just terrible gets rewarded, because then people see it, and then like they're doing this thing where they're demonetizing videos that like they're not like viewer appropriate or whatever.
Oh yeah. Basically, Logan Paul's video, basically around a dead body, didn't get demonetized, but someone talking about Logan Paul and the suicide thing, just having like suicide in the title of the video can get you demonetized.
Yeah.
It's a very, and like they're trying really hard to make what's on their site more compatible, for lack of a better word, to everybody, because so many people use YouTube. But if we're gonna continue to reward people who do dumb things, then it's not going to become better. So this entire thing surrounding Logan Paul, and he's coming back too. Like he's taken a brief hiatus, but then he had like his dad announce that he's coming back. So
What?
Yeah, it's really dumb.
But I think one of the main things that annoyed me was that in one of his apology videos, if you go back and like look at it, he never specifically apologizes for his actions. He kind of like skates around it in the sense that he's like, oh, I made a mistake, like, oh, like it was a lapse in my judgment or whatever, but he never like goes back and specifically apologizes for showing a dead body.
I think he has just become too high off of his fame. Maybe because he thinks because people love him and he has such a strong fan base, then he can do whatever he wants, which is not the case. And it's kind of things like this, and then also to kind of talk about other celebrity controversies, all of the accusations of sexual misconduct that's happening a lot in Hollywood right now. It's a very good reminder that everybody that we idolize are still human. Like, we're not perfect. We live in a fallen world. So...
Oh, okay.
What, did you think you were perfect?
No, it's that I don't like the word fallen world, mainly because it basically takes all the problems of the world and you can put it into like two different words. But whatever. Keep going.
What was I saying?
Like simplification.
It's kind of like you have to remember that you should not put these people up on a pedestal because they do dumb things too. So
yeah, basically, the reason like homeless people go crazy is because like they're not treated like human beings because they're ignored so often, and the same like psychological thing happens with celebrities. Since they're like treated like gods so much, they kind of like go crazy in a way. Just like, okay,
which is why people like Shia LaBeouf or
Shia LaBeouf.
I'm just thinking of other people that have gone crazy.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
What was it? Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan went a little bit nuts.
Britney Spears was kind of crazy for a while.
Britney Spears is like in her 40s now.
Well, when she like shaved her head and then like went AWOL.
Yeah.
AWOL.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to be famous. Being a celebrity probably is not as great as it seems, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, moral of this story:
don't
do stupid things on the internet.
And don't show dead bodies on cameras.
Like, we're the ones that should be talking.
Well, we're not technically showing our faces right now. Now. So, yeah, this has been your PSA. Don't be Logan Paul. Just don't.
Speaking of the algorithm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so basically, you know how the algorithm automatically wants to reward like children content.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I might just add this out since it's going to get a little too real.
Oh, boy.
Basically, some of the children's videos is kind of weird, creepy.
Like the Spider-Man Elsa things?
Yeah, like and sometimes borderline like fetish stuff, like some weird stuff like
Some weird things get promoted.
like stiletto heels or something.
What?
Like this one thumbnail had like Spider-Man like with Elsa like stepping on his face with heels. That's like a fetish and stuff. So like the algorithm rewards videos like that due to like a certain I don't know criteria. We have no idea because it's an algorithm.
Yeah.
But it's theorized, and I'm on this Reddit page called ElsaGate, which is basically two researching this. Basically, in some comment sections of the videos, there's like this random gibberish, and people are like, "Oh, whatever, it's just some 4-year-old who was slapping his face against the keyboard." But some people found out that it was some encoded message and translated it to things like "bring her to the parking lot" and like weird cryptic messages.
What?
So the subreddit is all dedicated to researching this because it's like, is this like underground pedophile pornography stuff?
That's so weird.
Family-friendly show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like this entire website dedicated
Hey,
to
we said we'd
researching
keep
this
it
kind of stuff.
PG-13, not necessarily PG.
Well, I said PG, but we've
Yeah,
kind of
it's
gone into
nudged up a
PG-13
little
areas.
bit.
There is no stopping us. Yeah, it's just kinda
We're all
weird.
over 13. What do you expect?
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm at the limit to where I can see R-rated things, so
Oh, wow.
I'm special, guys.
Good for
Wow,
you.
I've seen R-rated things since I was. Yeah. well,
Maybe that's why you're so messed up.
Maybe that. Probably other things though. Probably.
Probably. Not just the R-rated stuff you've been watching all your life.
I think it's like a combination of things. Anyways.
Okay, then.
Great. Well, that took a turn.
Time for Jonathan's segment of the day.
Yeah, so
More of me.
we have no clue what to name this. What did you say? High without the weed?
Basically.
Oh, no.
Is how I feel constantly.
Wow.
I had a name for it, but I forgot it.
It was like Jonathan's weird...
Wacky adventure.
It's like Jonathan's...
So
Whatever
let's
weird
just,
crap Jonathan wants to say.
Let's just name it different each week.
Yeah.
So this week it's high without the weed. Oh, sorry, my
I
thing
hear
is
noises.
sticking. I'm gonna say that again so
That
that you can edit that
hurts.
out. This week it's high without the weed.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So-
yes.
What are you going to make us do today?
I'm not gonna make you do anything.
Buena
Other
Vista
than talk
University.
about-
I don't want to go to.
We're
Universities have been
We're not going to
sending
have to
me-
take a psychological test to see if we're a psychopath. That terrified me.
Not this time.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
thank you.
great.
Maybe next time. I don't know.
All right, Jonathan.
Oh, no.
I'm a little bit scared. Take it away.
Okay, so the zombie apocalypse.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you some pictures.
Let me show you some pictures on the podcast that
Of a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
just like on the podcast where no one can see anything that's happening. Let me
We'll
show you some
describe-
pictures.
We'll describe whatever.
Okay. So basically, we're like, okay, maybe the zombie apocalypse may or may not happen. So I'm gonna show you this
What is this?
fungus. It's called
Oh, I think I've heard of what you're talking about.
Ophiocordyceps something.
Dude, I think I've heard of this.
Eulenothranius.
Yeah, I remember seeing like the original like thing on Animal Planet, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool.
Where it like takes over ants.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Basically, what happens is that the fungus gets on top of an ant, and it basically grows inside of its brain.
These things are weird.
And forces it to climb up to high elevation where the fungi spore can grow properly. Then it will just like burst out of its head, and then after that, it'll grow spores that'll drop on other ants, and the cycle will continue. And there's different species for different forms of ants. Now, there's this thing for diseases where it can go to a different species. We got the flu from pigs, and we got STDs from,
Yeah.
monkeys. I'm not going to go into that part. But basically, if some rando idiot guy decides to eat a bunch of these, it could possibly spread to humans.
They eat ants places. This is totally probable. We could all be aliens.
What you're saying
or zombies.
Yeah, is the zombie apocalypse could happen. Did you know that some people, so the lost colony of Roanoke is like a,
Yes.
people think that it might have been a zombie apocalypse that
I saw that.
got rid of them all them because Roanoke is on an island, so like it could have just been contained to the island.
This is.
Hey, that's a BuzzFeed Unsolved episode.
I know, it's such a good
We
episode.
can hear you whispering. Another thing is that there's these snails that basically the fungus gets inside of its like little eye stalks and makes them all colorful and juicy looking, so birds will eat it. And then it'll poop out the spores and then regrow again and then infect
Well,
another
that's
snail.
not nearly as terrifying as zombie ants.
Yeah, but also makes the snail sort of like stupid. So
Oh.
there's also things like rabies.
Wait. Aren't snails stupid to begin with?
How
I mean,
do
stupider.
How does one measure a snail's intelligence level?
Do they like hook it up to like little electrodes on its head, like
Or you, like, put it
itty
in-
bitty electrodes, and you like stick it on the little snail's
Or you
head?
put in a maze of salt and see which ones go out and which ones die.
Oh.
Like to measure its intelligence.
That's horrible.
Like there's things like rabies and other weird things that can just mess with your brain and make you all zombified. Now that I've talked about that, if the zombie apocalypse broke out, what would you boyos do first?
All right, I got one word for you. Walmart.
Walmart.
Because, okay, Walmart has clothes, Walmart has food, Walmart has weapons. Like, if you go to Walmart, like, you could survive for months.
Yeah, the problem with that is there's a lot of people at Walmart and they could be zombies, so I guess that's a high risk, high reward.
Yeah. Either that, or I'm just, like, gonna go to a church and, like, hide behind the holy water basin.
Then at least if you die, you'll die with Jesus.
Yeah. Zombie apocalypse means second coming means I'm going to heaven. Peace out, suckers.
Peace out.
I have honestly never thought about this. I mean, I have a situation
Okay,
for
say-
every probable thing ever, but then like this, no.
Well, now it's probably.
Okay, so say Chase all of a sudden gets up from off of the bed and, like, starts walking toward us saying brains. What would you do?
Well, as you can see, I have a pair of scissors sitting on my bedside. Now,
As you can
I
see
have,
on the podcast,
I have
listening
these scissors here in case someone ever tries to break into my house and kill me.
Oh, same.
So, yeah, I have an improbable fear of being kidnapped all the time. So, I have them there so I can stab someone in the eyeball if they try and come at me. Now, I don't know. Here's the thing. In all the zombie movies I've watched, aka Shaun the Dead, once someone becomes a zombie, they're no longer themselves. So, although it would be tragic, I think I would be forced to stab him with my scissors.
I'd just like spin heel kick him in the face.
Honestly, though,
Spin
I
naked.
would probably just like maybe find some wood, board up the windows, turn on Netflix, and die in peace.
I think I'd go to like Cabela's because that's like a big hunting store.
Oh, and they have guns.
Get guns,
Do
crossbows.
you know how to fire a gun?
It's
No,
pretty
the
self-explanatory.
Do you know how to fire a crossbow?
Pull the trigger,
Kinda,
pew
yeah.
pew.
They also have fudge there and machetes.
Oh yeah,
There
guns,
you go.
machetes.
I can use a
and
machete.
fudge.
That's just like swinging a giant sharp object
Yeah.
around, right?
And yeah, and
I feel like
going-
I'd be better at shooting a gun than swinging a knife because I would like swing it and then it would hit me and then I'd die.
I guess like you could just go to like this like outback area of the country and just hang there where there's no one.
I guess I maybe go to Hot Topic because
Skylar's just like,
if
I don't know,
you've
I'm
been-
dying. I'm just going
If you've
places.
been to Hot Topic, in their changing rooms, they always lock them. They're like the ones that lock when you leave.
Mhm.
So I would grab the keys to the changing rooms, I'd go inside, and then shut the door amidst my delicious snacks that they sell.
You just gonna stay in there and die.
Eating jelly beans, you know.
Okay, so you said you stay inside and watch Netflix. Zombie apocalypse, the internet might be out.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of world are we living in where there's no internet?
Yeah, we're not
I
talking.
guess.
No,
I mean,
it's the apocalypse.
whatever.
By the way, we're not talking about like slow walking zombies. We're talking about like running fast.
There's
have you guys,
never
have you guys
been.
ever seen Zombieland?
No.
I've seen clips. Yeah, they run real
I have
fast.
no idea what that is.
It's a good movie. I think Abigail Breslin is in it. What's his face?
Who
Oh.
that is.
I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, so what I do in a zombie apocalypse situation is first grab the bleach because it
And
can
then
be
you chug it.
because it can be used to purify water.
I'm looking up. Okay, I'm looking up who's.
If you put 8 drops of bleach in water in a gallon of water,
And
shake
then
it.
you drink it, you die.
You shake it, and 3 minutes later, after the bleach has sort of mixed with it and purified like bacteria and stuff, it's at a high enough concentration of water that counteracts, the poisonous part of bleach, and you just get purified water.
Or instead of doing that, you could just drink the whole container of bleach
No, that's the backup plan.
and be put out of your misery.
That's the backup plan. Plan B.
I don't know. I just don't. I feel like if there was a zombie apocalypse, that's not a world I would want to live in. So
Just
I
kill
would
yourself.
just surrender, let myself die.
I think maybe because I don't want to be Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, and then there's one more guy, and he's really famous, and I can't remember his name, and now I feel like I've just...
Bob Ross.
No. Guys, what happens if Bob Ross becomes a zombie?
Bob Ross is dead.
Yeah, he could become a zombie. Oh, come on, Nigel.
I would let Bob kill me.
Yes, Bob, take me.
If I had no other escape, I'd probably kill myself. And like in a
Same.
very secluded place so that I couldn't become a zombie, so that I wouldn't hurt anybody.
I don't know. I maybe be like, hey, bite
Woody
me, bro.
Harrelson.
Oh,
Woody Harrelson is in that movie
Woody
too.
Harrelson.
So Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin.
Immediately, I think I would just like.
And Bill Murray's in it too.
I'd maybe let a zombie bite me, and then I'd just go around and kill people because
You'd be dead.
Why not?
Well,
No, but
I
you
think-
can eat their brains.
I
Like,
guess.
is that how that works? Are they like vampires where you can turn someone into a zombie versus
You're
just like
dead,
eating
but
them?
cordyceps takes over your nervous system.
Oh,
So
well,
you're just
that's
there
fun,
watching
too.
that.
The
It's just-
science of zombie
So it's like in
apocalypses.
Supernatural where people get possessed. They're like just watching through their eyes, but they're not able to do anything.
Yeah, but and you get to like feel the mushrooms like growing on your face and body.
Oh,
no,
and then I peel them off and eat them.
Ew.
Skylar. But I think I might just like leave my family because
Wow.
they're not the fittest people in the world.
Oh no.
I mean, like I love them. I love them to death.
Oh, I just abandoned my family because
Peace out, guys. I love you. Nice knowing you.
Yeah, I
This
wouldn't. It's like stay with them and slowly get picked
later,
off.
Mom, I'm going to Campbell's.
It's
I'm
like,
going to Cabela's. Bye.
If I stayed with them, they'd like get slowly picked off, and then it'd be like
Aw.
this horrible thing. And I just want to avoid that and be like, you're all dead.
I don't know. I'd just die. Like,
Just
if everyone I love and care about is getting killed and turned into zombies, I'd just like.
I have a friend that if he says that if there's a zombie apocalypse, he's just gonna become a zombie. Like he wants to be
Well,
a zombie.
yeah, I think that would be kind of cool.
Well, I just want to be like on Team Human for as long as possible, because eventually I'll be able to be Team Zombie.
Okay, cool. So that has been
Death is inevitable.
High Without the Weed, Jonathan segment.
Time for the bad fan fiction.
All right, so we're gonna do this thing mainly to kind of like extend our runtime.
Yeah, pretty
Oh
much.
no. And because we have so much fun with it, we're gonna put it at the end so that like if you don't like it, you can just skip to the end or whatever. So we're gonna do bad fan fiction readings, and Skylar has hopefully screened this and knows that it's appropriate. We're not gonna do any of like the
Yeah, it's all right.
weird creepypasta or like
Ooh.
No, it's not like inappropriate at all. It's about
All right.
Obama. I don't.
what's this one called?
It's called Obama the Musical.
So is there singing?
Well, there might be, but I'm not gonna. So
I will sing. I will do all of the singing
All right.
if there is some. So, without further ado,
We're gonna switch off chapters.
all right, Skylar,
And
take
we
it away.
probably won't make it through the whole thing because there are 8 chapters.
That's okay. We can do like 3 chapters
Are we
this
going,
week.
like,
Leave on a cliffhanger.
Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Do you have an USP cord?
care.
An USP thing?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
As
And us.
Yeah, Jonathan calls a USB an USB. I don't know why.
he also calls tortillas tortillas though. So
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to call it.
no,
Yes.
no,
Okay.
no.
Are you ESL?
What?
ESL, do you know what that stands for?
What?
English second language.
No.
Okay.
Why
Then
is-
you have no excuse to call tortillas tortillas.
No.
Why would you think it's my second language?
Because you came from somewhere else.
Okay, moving on.
He like stares into the distance. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk
Okay,
to
are
you.
we ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Chapter 1, the beginning.
Of the end.
Of the beginning.
Pretty much. Obama was one day in his office doing his paperwork. Why is every letter in this book capitalized?
What?
Every letter is capitalized.
Oh no.
Just the first letter, though.
That's weird.
Obama was one day in his office doing his paperwork, his pen gliding gracefully on the paper. He signed the bottom of the paper and put it in an envelope. Obama sighed. I no longer want to deal with this president stuff. I want to have fun, exclaimed Obama. Obama grabbed his guide to how to catch and tame a unicorn, his Sword Art Online manga, and his Hannah Montana backpack. Then throws himself out the window. I'm Superman, screamed Obama. Obama crashed into the gate of the White House. What is this weird thing? Asked Obama. He studied the gate, wondering what it is and what it does. Obama then began singing the English version of the Sword Art Online theme song, Crossing Field.
I remember that.
The bird flew away in fear. Who put drugs in Barack's coffee again? Questioned Michelle. I want it.
Did someone put LSD in his coffee again?
Yeah. I wanna always be with you. I'll give you everything I have, Obama finished. The gates magically opened. The gates! Exclaimed Obama. Obama skipped through them in the now found opening of the gates. For the first time in forever, yelled Obama. I'm getting what I'm dreaming of, screamed Obama. A chance to change, Obama yelled, and was suddenly cut off by booing. Someone then suddenly threw a KFC bucket at him. Oh my god, a hat! Fangirled Obama and put it on. This is gonna be the best day of my life, sang Obama.
Gonna be the best day of my life.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I just realized this was folded in half. I came from dance, so I'm icing my ankle, and I just
So yeah,
realized
that
the ice pack
weird
was folded in
sound
half.
you're hearing.
The crinkling is me. All right. Oh no. Chapter 2. Barack meets the Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
Obama began skipping around Washington, D.C. He suddenly realized he needed his dogs. He ran back to the White House and wondered how to get back in through the gates. He suddenly seen his wife, Michelle. Yo, Michelle, how you opened this weird teleporter thing, Obama screamed. Michelle looked at him with a puzzled face and simply unlocked the gate. Obama ran in, and Michelle locked the gate behind him. Obama grabbed his dogs and noticed the gate was locked. No, we must be free, exclaimed Obama. But you're the president. Ooh, Michelle replied. Obama took a deep breath. If you love me, let me go. I don't know this song, so I'm just going to speak the rest. Because these words are knives and often leave scars. The fear of falling apart, truth be told, was never yours. The fear of falling apart, Obama.
It's Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, that's why I don't know it.
This can be just like
Obama
poetry.
/yelled. The sounds had made Michelle pass out. Obama quickly stole her key and unlocked the gate. I'm free. Let it go. Let it go. Obama was disrupted again. Shut up. Smosh's intro was played.
This is so cringy.
Obama began walking with his dogs. After a while, he found that he had wandered into a forest. Bo, Sonny, I don't think we're in Washington, D.C. anymore, Obama whispered. Oh, sorry. I didn't whisper it. After a while, they wandered out of the forest and onto a yellow brick road. He ignored a lot of random people he's seen, such as a scarecrow, a tin man, and a lion. He eventually found this wizard dude. Yo, wizard dude, where am I? Obama asked. You must steal the Wicked Witch of the West broom for me to help you, bro, the wizard had said. No prob, bro, Obama said, and ran off with his 2 dogs. He showed up at some witch's castle thing. Yo, witch, give me your broom, screamed Obama. No, the witch screamed back. Obama punched the witch in the face and it died.
Wow, this writing.
He took the broom and flew away. He flew back to the wizard. Ah, yes, thank you, said the wizard said, but was cut off by a screaming Obama. Screw you, wizard! Obama screamed and kicked the wizard in the face. Obama began flying around with his dogs and suddenly seen a lightsaber. It's lightsaber, but it's spelled wrong.
I want to cry.
That
but
was
I
a roller coaster.
I have lots of anger in me right now. Number 3, Barack, I am your father. Obama picked up the lightsaber. What's this? Obama asked. It's a lightsaber, idiot, an unknown man in a black robe said. Who are you? Obama questioned, confused face. Stanley Pines appeared out of nowhere, the author of the journals, my brother. The man in the black robe revealed his face to be Stanford Pines. Lol, JK said, who we thought was Stanford Pines. He removed his Stanford mask and revealed himself as Barack Obama.
What?
The first, well, I have some shoplifting to do now. Do, shoplifting. Stanley said, running off. Aren't you supposed to be dead? You died in, like, the 80s, Obama said, with a puzzled face. Yeah, but I'm a ghost now, brah, the father replied. Oh, that makes sense. What's up, Pops? Obama said, still a bit confused. Nothing much, brah. By the way, we're supposed to, like, battle with these lightsabers, because that's what happens in the movie and stuff. So yeah, don't take it too personal, because I'm gonna kill ya. Thanks, brah. It means a lot, the father said with passion. No, screamed Obama and kicked him in the face. He took both lightsabers and snapped them in half. Ain't nobody got time for that, yelled Obama. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, whispered the father. Anyways,
I dreamed a
Wow.
dream in time gone by. It's from Les Mis.
yeah, I remember that part. Anyways,
I remember that part. Hugh Jackman is
Oh,
great in
no.
that movie.
Skylar,
Are we gonna continue?
We have like, well, it's been like 53 minutes, so.
I'd say we could save the rest for
Yeah,
another
we can
time.
do we're gonna leave that on a cliffhanger there.
Yeah.
So that has been our episode. We got a little bit dark in the middle there, but we still had fun.
You're welcome for the darkness.
Like if you're living in Uganda and you're listening to this.
Because you know the way.
Are you familiar with the Ugandan Knuckles meme? That's the real question.
No. So I
You must
can't.
have
Okay.
Ebola.
So
to know
I
the
came
way.
up with 2 sign-offs. I don't know which one you guys like better, but so my first one is, I hope you have a latte day. And then the
No.
other one I came up with was, keep it spicy.
Okay, the first one's out.
Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy is better.
So we are going, this will be up soon, hopefully.
She says if she looks at me.
Yeah, it's all up to Jonathan. We hope you enjoy this podcast. We enjoy doing it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know how to do outros. So, until next time, keep it spicy.
Later.